Hi all, we're just waiting another minute for all the others to join us.
Hallo Karika, how's it?
Hello.
Frik hier.
Ja. Hello Frik.
How's it?
Hello Talita. Hello Yumna. Okay, let me just keep that closed. So, hello Angelique. Just so that you guys know, I am recording the meeting just for the people who are unable to make it, because I have a tendency to talk a lot and I don't always recall where I said what in which forum. So that's why I'm recording it, and I'll just make it available to anyone who wants the recording, but it's nothing serious. It's literally just for anybody who would like to be in. Hi, Kasango. Hello, Apatniko. What's the policy for cats who want to be in the meeting? Now you can turn your camera on. It's fine. Louise, I know some people just don't want to switch their cameras on. And I do like animals. They calm me down, so it's good. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we at least have some entertainment. I can blame the cat. You know, if anything goes wrong. Oh, shame. Hello, Lodette. Hello, Sharita.
Hi.
Hello, Anthony. Okay.
Hello.
I have just learned with these never-ending Zoom meetings and Teams meetings that it's best just to wait a minute. Otherwise, I repeat myself 500 times. Hey, Amy. Hello, Johan. Welcome back. Johan Becker is one of our old lecturers who actually rejoined our team this year. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us today. It is really an informal meeting, just to say there's a face to the name. And here I am. So my name is Karika Verboy. I am formerly known as the academic coordinator of Boston Media House. I have been at Boston for 17 years now. I have done everything. So I have been a lecturer for many subjects. I have been, we used to call it heads of departments, and then academic managers. I've also been the registrar of Boston. So believe you me, when you share your frustrations, being a lecturer, asking me the questions, I do understand. I have been here. I have been here with Boston when we were just one branch in Sandton to when we expanded to 3 branches before COVID. You know, now these days we talk about pre-COVID, during COVID, and we go probably going to have a post-COVID age. So I can absolutely relate with every single one of the challenges and experiences that you guys are going to have and that you have had. So just an update on how it's going with our registrations. I'm sure that some of you might have seen or might have heard that the registrations are going a little bit slower, but it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. This is quite normal. Usually we see the most activity happen in these last few days before classes started, because typical as any students, we procrastinate till the last minute. So I can tell you, us who's doing registrations on Friday and Saturday, we're going to sit here till late registering returning students. At this stage, I can tell you that Sandton is currently 7% behind where we were last year. Pretoria 13%, and Durban, you know, we always say the surfers are late and slow, but this time they are not. Durban is actually only 1% behind. So by the end of the day, yes. So take it, Durban, take it. Yes, very well done. Is only 1% behind. But like I said, this weekend is a big weekend for us. And I'm sure your branches will share with you next week, and your academic managers will share with you next week. And you even see for yourselves in your classes that on Monday you might have 1 in your class, and on Thursday you might have 10 in your class. That's just how it normally goes. So with that being said, classes are definitely starting on Monday, the 14th of February. And because we are still in an uncertain time frame in terms of whether we are allowed to return completely to contact, I'll say a few words on that now, but we will probably in this year go back to contact. It's just the powers that be are still having meetings, the Department for Education, etc. We are still working on a rotation base, as has been shared. So our first and second year subjects will be rotating. So 1 week, they will have contact classes on campus, not workshops, because I think the word using workshops like we did last year creates the impression that it's just a recap. So I'll come in, but I don't really have to come. So even for the students, the same message that has been shared with you has been shared with the students since the 1st of January, that classes will work on rotation. You will have contact class on campus for every period, and the alternative week you will have an online class, whether it's an online Zoom class or whether it takes the format of a pre-recorded class. All our final year subjects, as well as graphics and animation subjects, will have contact sessions every single week for every single lecture on campus. So we are slowly trying to bring back what I call the campus culture. I know a lot of us have been complaining. I've been complaining. I have the biggest campus, but it sounds like a graveyard. The students have been complaining. They miss that interaction. So slowly but surely, we are starting to cultivate a campus culture again. Hence why we will also be hosting physical orientation sessions on campus for students, and we'll have a little bit of noise for them and just try to see a little bit of a vibe here. So I think you'll see that we won't be returning completely to what we were pre-COVID, because we never go back to that completely, but you'll start to see more energy. And I think that's an important word I want to get to, energy. Because we could see in the second semester of last year, the energy was going down. The energy was going down from students, from staff, because we were all frustrated with the situation that is COVID. And frustration has a funny way of being shown in the marks and the lack of participation, because our logic says, okay, but you want to get energy, why aren't you engaging? Well, we know how depression works. If you're not feeling up to it, you can't do anything. So it's all these little things that we need to remember. And we call that re-entry etiquette. So re-entry etiquette is some of these students have never been in a contact class every single week. So they actually do not know what is expected of them. And that's why it's important, especially for those final year subjects, if you're a final year lecturer next week, to speak to the students and say, guys, Yessie, isn't great. We're going to see each other every week, but this is my expectations of what I would like, how we act in the class. What are your expectations? Let's meet each other halfway. I always say, even if you have few students in your class, that's actually even better to establish a rapport with your students, because that's what we all need to do. We all need to make relationships with people, again, physical relationships with people. Okay, that can go very wrong. Let's just go. But you know what I mean? Actually talking to people, seeing people, what is appropriate? How close can I stand to the other person? It's because in COVID times, social distancing and also people's own personal boundaries, we need to learn, how do we navigate that? Okay, no problem, Cam. So yeah, I'm excited about this year. I can't wait to actually have students, many more students on campus. I think if we can show our energy, if we can show excitement, if we can say, guys, yes, you know what, we don't have all the answers, but we will figure this out together and we'll put our heads together. It will go great. And I can already see from the students coming back and talking to them, they are excited for actually coming onto campus. And they know themselves, many of them, where they went wrong. I always say at the beginning of the year's confession time in my office, then students will tell you the truth about not doing their work, knowing where they did wrong. Let's see if it holds true. So yes, you have all met your academic managers and you've had meetings with your academic managers. So your academic managers are the people who you will be liaising with on a more frequent basis daily, as they will be expecting from you work to complete, and they will share with you when marking deadlines are, how marking should happen, and so forth. And the branch managers, of which I'm self, will more liaise with you on a human resource. We are your link to the human resource function at the head office. So yeah, as you can see, I talk a lot. So if there's any questions that you would like to know, or any comment you would like to make, you can please just drop it into the chat function. Those people who are lecturing at Sandton, we also have the advantage of having our director for Boston Media House literally just sitting 2 doors down from me, which is great because as an institution, myself included, we do have an open door policy. I feel very strongly about that. If my door's closed, it really is for a genuine reason. The genuine reason might be I'm in a meeting or I'm not there at that moment, but don't take that as we don't want to talk to you. If you cannot see us, if you cannot call us, because at this time we don't take phone calls based on registration period, we're too busy, you can WhatsApp us or you can email us and just talk. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned, is that when people have questions or concerns or frustration, instead of keeping quiet, share that concern and stuff, and share it with the right people. Don't make the same mistake students make. I always say to a student, why do you ask a fellow student about your assignment when you have the lecturer there? Same can be said for lecturers. I say it's 100 times worse to work with lecturers than it is for students. How I love how lecturers will talk amongst each other about something, but then they don't ask the academic manager or the branch manager, if there's an issue there. Yeah, so, right. I don't know if there's any questions. If anybody has any questions, I want to comment.
Karika?
Yes, Laura.
Sorry, just a quick administrative question, since we've got a number of lecturers online. I did send an email about registers for the campuses. Brett did confirm. I just wanted to check if Sandton and Arcadia are doing the same.
Okay, I can't speak to Arcadia, but I can speak to Sandton. So registers, but based on what I know about Arcadia, they would have registers. That I'm quite confident in saying that. Registers is a very contentious issue. So we will have registers here at Sandton for the people who want to use registers, or where your academic manager asks you to use a register. At Sandton, the registers will be blank, as we don't want to waste paper, but we will not be capturing the attendance because that is a futile exercise. And those that have been with us for a few years now knows that it's just, the paper just collects in the administrator's office and it just lies there. So there will be registers if people want to make use of registers. I think me and Brett, I know, works the same. So when lecturers sign in at reception, there will be registers, blank registers they can use, and then they just need to confirm with their academic manager, do they want them to file it? What do they want to happen with the registers? And I think Arcadia, the registers used to be with Grace and Jackie. Yeah. Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
You can see my oldies are scared. They're not talking. Okay. Okay, guys. There's nothing else.
Thanks, Karika.
Donkey, man. You can see who's the people in communication and radio.
Ek het 'n swak lyn hier, maar
Multitasking. As you're talking, I'm composing final email to my lecturers.
Yeah. Now, I just wanted everybody to put a face to the name. If there's no question, then I don't want to waste people's time any further. I know we all have a lot of work and we're all prepping and everything. I think it's important, if you guys have any questions, you know where I'm at, you know where your academic manager is at or your branch manager is at. Pop us a question and good luck for the new year.
Sale, dankie, cheers.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Thanks,
Keep
Karika.
well.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Thanks, Karika.
Pleasure, Francisca.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.